Okay, so we're going to be doing a comparison of the three top selling inflators on Amazon.com. We've got the nearest one here. This is the PI Auto Store 12 volt inflator. We've got the Audew 12 volt inflator, and we've got the EP Auto. First thing we look at is cable length, the reach to your cigarette lighter socket. So I've got these outstretched now, same position, so we can see the cables running down. So we've got Audew in the middle. You can see he's considerably shorter. We've got the second place, EP Auto, the near side, and the PI Auto Store is around about a good 9 inches, maybe even a foot longer. So that will get to the back wheels of a significantly longer vehicle like an RV. The Audew one, I would say, is just too short even for a standard vehicle. I'm not even sure where it's going to go in mine. We'll find out in a moment. Next comparison, we're going to have a look at the hose length. So this is important for large diameter tyres. This is the EP Auto. So you can see that it's gone past my 20-inch wheel quite with ease. Next, we'll go for Audew. And that one, I'm afraid, is struggling. I would say it's not going to do my 20-inch wheel. If that valve was at the top, you'd have to move the car to the low position. I'd say it would do about 16, 17 inch maybe without having to move the wheel back. So that's just not sufficient. Once again, some Audew. And last one of the PI Auto Store over here, and again we're above the 20 inch, or 21 inch maybe 22, so that's okay. Okay, next test we're going to look at pumping speed. So I've got the EP Auto up first. You can see my cable's plugged in to the cigarette lighter socket in the vehicle, and that's the full reach. So we're just behind that back tyre, so any bigger vehicle than that, it may struggle, but it has got a good reach hose. What I've done is I need to pump this tyre to 41.5 psi. I'm just going to check the pressure. It should be 35 psi, so we're going to go from 35 to 41.5 psi. I'm just checking that so you can see what pressure we've got on here. That's exactly 35. My calibrated gauge. I'm going to set the EP Auto. All three of these have digital setup, so we've set it there. You can see 41.5. And connecting on the EP Auto is a screw thread. So we're losing a little tiny bit of air there when we're connecting up. Make sure that's nice and tight. And gonna start it going. Switch on the front. Get the stopwatch ready. I'm just gonna pause that while I get the stopwatch ready. Okay. So I'm going to sort this both at the same time. You see that it's saying 32.5. It was actually 35 on the calibrated gauge. So going away now. It's taking a long time. So we've now gone over 1 minute just to get to 40 psi, nearly 40. Okay, so that's 207. I'm going to back this off. See, lost a tiny bit of air. I'm going to check the pressure. It's our gauge. Seems to be about 43 psi, so that's actually reading high. I'm going to pause that and connect the next inflator up. Okay, next test is for Audew. So we're connected up there into the 12 volt socket. It's furthest reach here, and we're going to have to use the length of the hose, you can see, to get onto the connector, but it does do it just. Let's check the pressure again, and we should be at 35 psi. It's at 35. Okay. I'm going to connect up. Okay, so we'll have a quick connector on the Audew. I'll set this to 41.5. It's quite difficult to press these buttons. It's actually hurting my thumb, so it's cold. Right, 41.5. It's a much smaller LCD display, you notice, so it isn't as clear to read. Okay, we're going to switch this on. And off. There seems to be a problem here. I'm just going to pause it and check the connection. Okay, we've got a problem with the Audew inflator. The screen is gone. Nothing's happening. I've turned the switch on and off. I've checked the connection. That's fine. We're connected up to the air. There's nothing. It's dead. See some electronics hanging out the side there. So that one isn't going anywhere. So we'll move on to the PI Auto Store. I'm just going to pause it and connect it up. Okay, so I've got the PI Auto Store power inflator now connected up into the cigarette lighter, and you can see plenty of cable there. Can stretch much further back than the length of my wheel. So just going to check the pressure. Again, we should be at 35 psi. You can see that's 35. Set the pressure on the display. So we're going to go down to 41.5. Just a much bigger display again, a little bit like the EP Auto, easier to set. 41.5. Okay. Gonna connect up. Just put the phone down. So it has a quick connector. Here how quick that was. I'm going to start up. Okay. The timer's going. Already at 41.5. So you can see there we've got 48 seconds. And disconnecting is pretty simple. It's one hand. Okay, that's the end of the test. So the results. In last place, the Audew inflator for some reason has failed and I cannot get it to work. The LCD's gone, pump doesn't work, and the cable is too short. It doesn't reach, or it just reaches the back of my wheel. I think on any longer vehicles it will not reach. Second place is the EP Auto. It's a good length cable. But it was over 2 minutes to pump from 35 to 41.5 psi. First place, PI Auto Store, took 48 seconds to get from 35 to 41.5 psi. So that pump is much faster than the EP Auto pump, and that's the one that I'm going to use.